What's up, everybody? My name's Dylan, and I'm here with Blackwater Disc Golf Crew. Derek's here with me today. We're at PSC. We got a 9-hole and an 18-hole here, so a nice little 27-hole course plus a driving range. Today I'm going to do a little in the bag for you. The kind of bag I carry is a Grip AX15, courtesy of Eagle McMahon, the man, the myth, the legend. So to start off today, I'm going to go over my discs, and then I'll just go over a little bit about what's in my bag, what I carry with me on the course. Start off, I carry one putter for anywhere inside, outside the circle. That's a Glow AVR, DX Plastic AVR. The Glow AVR is my heavier one. I use that one for, sometimes I drive off the tee with it, sometimes I don't. I'm not too big on driving with the AVR. My two lighter ones are the ones I use to putt. This one's a 150, this one's a 160. For driving purposes with the putter, I prefer to have my Star Rhino. I throw the Star Rhino for 90% of my drives off the tee if I'm using a putter, and I just know how it's going to fly. It's nice and soft, flat, curves off to the left, overstable. But that's my Star Rhino. Mid-ranges, I carry about 5 mid-ranges. DX Plastic mid-range is a rock. I think everybody has a rock in their bag. I just prefer the DX Plastic because it flies a little bit straighter for me and then always finishes left. For another understable mid-range, this one I probably throw a little bit more than the Wolf. This is the Westside Disc Tarsus. I know this one's understable for me. I can throw it a good 300 feet easily, 350 if I'm having a good day. The Tarsus, nice straight flight. When it leaves your hand, turns to the right a little bit, and then it'll come back to the left. It's got that understable flight path, but it's going to come back as an overstable if it flips. Stable shots, right up the middle, I have a Frost line Claymore by Latitude 64. It's a really straight flying disc. I would compare it to like a Mako 3. I think this one personally will fly a little bit straighter for a little bit longer than the Mako 3, but that's all personal opinion if you know what I mean. For overstable mid-range shots, I got the Westside Disc Harp. You can't go wrong with a Harp. I love the Harp. It's probably top 5 in my bag right now. I throw this thing, if I'm driving with a mid-range, I throw this thing probably 75% of the time. Other time, I'll use my Tarsus or my Claymore. Moving on to fairway drivers, I carry 2 kinds of fairway drivers. I have the Axiom Disc Crave. This one's for pure straight distance. I can throw this thing a good 400 feet on a good day straight, just right down the middle. It's a nice flat top, really heavy. It's just a really good straight driving fairway driver. The other fairway driver I carry is a Leopard. I've got a DX Plastic Leopard because this one flips over for me a little bit more, so I can put it on that line, get it to turn all the way over, and then have it come back. I got a Champion Leopard. It's from the Newcomer's Ball for 2015. It's a glow in the dark. It's really cool. I love this disc. I love the stamp on it. But this disc I use straight off the tee. It'll fly straight for me and then break off to the left at the end of the flight. And then the Pro Leopard. I love the Pro Plastic because I can just rip on this thing and it'll go almost as far as my Crave will straight, just right down the middle. So this one I typically use for little hook shots that go all the way straight down the middle and then turn off to the left a little bit. So, Pro Leopard. I've got one DX Plastic distance driver. It's a Valkyrie. I can start this thing like this and it'll flip all the way over like this. This is my start straight, finish right disc. I love the DX Plastic Valkyrie, especially when it's broken in. I've had this thing for probably since I started playing. It's got some chunks taken out of it. It looks like it's been through World War II. Another flip-up disc that I use is Champion Mamba. This disc was given to me by my good friend Derek. He's just sitting right there. He put this stamp on there, Team Instinct, go Zapdos. But this Champion Mamba, I can throw this thing on a line like this, and it's gonna flip up like this, or I can throw it straight, and it's gonna flip over to the right. It's an understable, nice, flat flying distance driver. I love this thing to death. This is my forehand disc, Latitude 64 X Stamp Optihex Missilin. This disc, pure forehand distance. I can throw this thing super flat, super far, forehand, and then it'll finish off to the right. So if I got one of those long hook shots, like I said with the Leopard, but it turns to the right at the end of it, this is the disc I'm pulling out of my bag. My primary driver, I've got about 6 of these, but I only carry 3 with me at any given time, is the Thunderbird. I got a Metal Flake in the bag right now, a Champion in the bag right now, and a Star Plastic. I've got all these pretty much max weight. My Star Plastic I think is the lightest one at 171. I can throw these things a good 400 to 450 feet, give or take. I like the Metal Flakes the best just because they're a little bit heavier. My Metal Flakes are. So I can just put a big rip on them and I know they're gonna finish left. None of these are really beat in yet, but we're getting there. Now we're gonna move on to like what I carry around with me on any given day. Starting up here in this pocket, I've got a portable charger with me because, you know, we out here filming, gotta have extra juice. Got a battery cable because, you know, it doesn't work if you don't have a cable. I carry a good luck charm with me. It's a rock I found. It's got a turtle painted on it. It says slow and steady wins the race. That's how I like to take my my disc golf game, slow and steady. I usually carry a pair of sunglasses with me. Sometimes I forget them, but you know, my game's not gonna suffer if I don't have them. I carry a multi-tool with me. It's got a file on it for sanding down the rough edges on some of my discs. I usually carry an extra pair of socks with me because, you know, if your feet get wet, you're not going to be a happy camper. I carry an umbrella, and also I carry a towel. I'm not too sure where it went, but it was around here somewhere. It's probably in this pocket. There it is. Microfiber. Really good at just wiping the water off and not even soaking it up. It just gets the water off the disc. Also, I carry a resistance band with me. I usually start off before I go and play. I'll do a couple practice putts, and then I'll get out my resistance band and just work my shoulder for my drives. My name's Dylan. This is Blackwater Disc Golf Crew, and that's my in the bag.
All right.
Let me see that Nova. Let me see that Nova, man. XT Nova. MC Mikey. Is it recording now?
Yeah.
All right.
Recorded all that you just did.
MC Mikey.